Okay. I don't know what they do. I don't even fucking know. Now I got two fucking live streams on. I just went live again, literally, and it's both of them saying mobile. One is not connected, and this one, everyone can see it. The hell? I just
I guess we gotta switch devices then.
no, we ain't gonna switch devices. I think Nick got mad and hacked my. That's crazy as hell. Cause it's after I kept talking about, how we didn't know what they're talking about. That shit happened, right?
Right.
Um, so we ain't gonna bring it up. We're gonna figure it out.
We're live right now.
We'll figure. I guess YouTube will figure it out. Cause as long as I know it ain't shit I did on mine, we'll figure it out. Anyway, um, maybe it's meant for us to stop. Cause I'm looking like, okay, I gotta stick my hair. I gotta stick my. At least, hold up, wait. Can I be a little shady? Can I throw a little shady tree? Like real talk, can I be a little shady? Can I throw a little shady tree? Stop. Look, co-host, please say yes. Just say yes.
Yes.
Okay. At least I didn't come back and said motherfucker not be off my street. And my shit is at least I didn't come back and say it. I'm gonna come back and say, look, I was just live and I had it titled. I really don't know what happened. And right now, as we speaking, that shit is still live. I'm not accusing nobody. Hopefully YouTube can figure it out. And I'll be able to um, retrieve that live. I'm not accusing nobody. Unlike I've been accused. I'm not accusing nobody. So with that being said, um, now if it happens again, there may be a sign to say, get your ass off this damn red ass app. This is the devil. it might be it might be a sign saying that, but I ain't gonna come back accusing nobody of no shit. You feel me?
Right.
So hopefully everybody understands. Hello to everybody coming in. Maybe it's because I didn't start the damn live off the right way and I started off in the devil. Maybe that was it. Um, but I will not come back and accuse nobody for because that shit like I'm looking at it, it's still saying live and it's over there buffing. So I'm not accusing nobody of it, okay?
Okay.
Um, like I said, hopefully, just hopefully. Oh no, hopefully. YouTube will figure this shit out and like, okay, it stopped here. In it. Yeah.
Is the chat still going?
Yeah, they still come in saying, hey, hey, Nick can't come back no more, but everybody else who came in to say, hey, thank y'all for them thumbs up and y'all keep it going. Thumbs it up. With that being said, we're not sure what happened with the other live, and I will title this one later. So it kind of cut out when you went to controversy.
Well, maybe that's what made us start it in the first
No,
place.
I don't think that. I don't think it was. I don't think that was it. Um, hmm, I don't want to believe that. I don't think that was it. Um, I damn near want to. I want to throw shade back. Because I've been accused so many times, and I don't want to. I want to say shit back, but I know that ain't the case. But I think I don't think it was. You think it was because of what you were last time? I don't really think that's it either. Because I told you, like at the end of the day, they got these people actually listen to what both of us say. So I don't think that was it. I think it's something with the system, or it could be my computer. I am on the one that damn near ain't got no damn space up on the hard drive. I'm not on the one that's got a plenty space. So let's talk it up to the. I need to be on the other laptop type situation. Let's talk it up to that. And I'm on the one that my lady's ass the one that they move shit off the stage. Let's talk it up to that. Okay?
Okay.
We'll keep this shit real. I'm not accusing nobody of none of that shit. 'Cause like I say, at the end of the day, I'm not coming back on here accusing nobody of shit. That shit over there's just spinning and buffering, saying I'm live over there still. On the same fucking chat. They're saying I'm live right there. And I'm not. I'm here.
On another channel.
Well, on the same channel, but I'm live here, but it's still saying I'm live on the same channel. We know that's not possible. I'm not accusing nobody else shit. I'm just gonna say it's my damn computer. Okay? I ain't accusing nobody else, but I want to because I was accused of it, but I'm not. I just said let me get it for this moment, and you did. So like, that's it. I'm good. Yeah. No, for real, I'm good. We can go ahead.
I'm not even sure if I should continue that conversation or not, to be honest, because
Oh Lord, you don't let the damn you don't let school ball come in and scare you.
no, it ain't that person. Cause so just in case if anybody wasn't here during the last previous live stream or whatever,
I think they were, but they didn't drop down. Or maybe they tried to. And it was effective.
or maybe they caught the replay.
Shit, in order to catch that, they gotta end that one. That thing over there still fucking.
And so before we was actually cut off, of course, we were talking about the quote unquote controversial artists. I'm not gonna say the names of those artists, but you
Wait. Let's keep it a hundred. Now, if we're gonna talk about these artists, and I'm not really even trying to be funny now. If we're gonna talk about these artists, we at least have to keep it in perspective. If we don't know it to be factual, we have to say alleged.
okay, so I'm gonna say alleged then.
Okay.
So allegedly, now this is technically a part two of the conversation we had about um maybe about a few months ago, probably back in May of maybe
Mm-mm.
April
I
or
can't
May.
pull up the live stream like right now, but
But
you might be right.
let's just say before we didn't have well, let's just say this is before somewhere between April and May,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere around that same time.
Right.
Long short of it is basically this. Um, basically, we were talking about what allegedly happened versus what actually happen.
Mm-hmm.
One of the artists, well, actually both of the artists that I was talking about, or we was actually talking about that I just happen to like their music or whatever, right? But I'm not gonna say names of who we're talking about, of course.
Are you really that afraid that they gonna do something to me on my channel because you mention them? I mean, like if
I mean,
that's
I
the
mean,
case, then we might not need to turn it off. I mean, I don't think that's serious.
we were talking. We was originally started. We started out talking about R. Kelly. Okay, so
Yeah, I don't think it's that serious, son. I mean, I hope not. Shit.
we originally started out talking. We started out talking about R. Kelly, and then later we started talking about Chris Brown. But that's another story for later during the segment, of course. Um, we're going to talk about what was it. We're going to talk about what's alleged, not what actually supposedly happened, but what's alleged.
Yeah. Okay,
So
let's talk about the list.
now the basement situation, right?
Huh?
You know, the basement locking people in their closet or having some type of basement or whatever. You know those allegations about R. Kelly, of course.
Okay, okay.
Now, some people may say that may have did actually happen, but we don't know what actually happened because none of us was actually there. We don't have no evidence to say oh yeah, he locked these young girls in the basement, or he locked those girls in the closet. With we can't say that for sure, so we don't actually know.
Nobody knows. And then the crazy part about it, nobody, I don't think, well, maybe I just ain't gonna keep it up. I ain't really heard nobody else talk about that said situation anymore. But I have heard them talk about another situation, which I don't understand it at this point.
But there's a
Because,
lot of
like,
things.
at the end of the day, is it or is it not true R. Kelly is still in there or did he get out?
He's still in jail.
Okay, he's still in jail. And there's another person that's still in jail. But he seems to be the more focused than R. Kelly, but they compare the two as if to say, well, shit, one ain't no better than the other. R. Kelly just been lost the shine, and this motherfucker got the shine. So
Well,
I'm looking
see,
at it like, so
well,
what?
see,
What's the end goal here? Like,
well, see,
on some real shit, what is the end goal?
well, see. Here's my take on this. To be honest, and I'm not I'm not saying that R. Kelly is an actual saint because we know R. Kelly is not really a saint in this situation. However, my take on it is this: the only reason why they was only covering the R. Kelly situation originally in the first place is to more or less use him as a scapegoat, basically, to hide what was really going on behind the Hollywood gates or whatever you want to call it.
So what are they hiding when it comes to the other person?
Well, probably the same thing. The Harvey Weinstein situation that has never been brought up because they've been trying to keep that quiet for so long. They only bring it up every once in a blue moon. They don't bring it up no
So
more.
it's basically it's a lot of hiding shit, but shit is slowly but surely coming out, or it done came out.
It already
But
has.
certain people, depending on who they are and what they say, will determine whether they reach the ears of the masses
I mean,
type of shit.
I do believe it has came out, but the mainstream actually, I'm gonna use a nickname for the mainstream media. The lamestream media has not talked about it in I don't know how long now. They only bring it up when it only fits their agenda.
So, see, this is what I'm getting from. The only reason it's fitting the agenda now, this is what I'm getting. The only reason it's fitting the agenda now is because there's a new person on the scene. But this new person really ain't that damn new. From what I understand, they ain't that damn new. They kind of one in the same. They kind of in the same circle type shit.
Now,
And there's a whole bunch of other shit some muster of some strength that came about, and both the allegedly some folks and got tired and said, "Fuck this shit, I'm gonna talk." Now they're talking, but not only are they talking, there's some other shit that's out here. It's just a matter of time, but it's like they dangling it like puppets. They're just eating little insufficient pieces at a time, but eventually all the shit gonna come out, and it's like, okay, now what? What's the end goal?
Now, the rumor has it. This happened back in the early mid 2010s or whatever. Rumor has it, believe it or not, um, right before that documentary came out in 2018, 2019, I forget what year that was. Right, sometime before that documentary came out about R. Kelly, rumor has it R. Kelly was working on getting his masters back from Sony at that time. Now that was the
That
room.
sounds familiar about somebody trying to get masters for that. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it does. It does because this happened when this I ain't gonna say his name, but this
Yeah,
this is happened when he was alive, but he died in 2009. Let's just say this much.
yeah.
You kind of know who I'm really talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Long
That's why I said it sounds very familiar.
and we know the history behind Sony music and everything else, but I'm not gonna get into that whole situation. I'm not gonna get into that or whatever. The long short of it is basically this: R. Kelly was work on getting all his master recordings back from his record label, which is Sony, which is or Jive Records, which is division of Sony, by the way. Before that can actually happen, then that's when that documentary came out, and that kind of more or less overshadowed everything, more or less threw that out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Radio station more or less pulled all his songs off the radio station, basically off of every radio station around the world, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Then shortly, I think sometime after that, he R. Kelly went on an interview with Gil King on the CBS Morning News, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
and it was somewhere around that same time. And we already know how that went down because Saturday Night Live made jokes about it, made fun of it, and everything else.
Not too kidding. I think I'm
And,
nobody listens to it.
but even though they were making jokes about the whole R. Kelly situation, in actuality, it's really not even funny at all. Even though they were making jokes about it, but yeah, in actuality, it's really not funny because of what happened in that situation. Um, for what I actually did heard or whatever, they was trying to get R. Kelly not to do that interview with Gil King at that time because because everybody else know what Gil King's intentions are and what her agenda is basically is as well too. There was
Well, I don't know.
huh
I didn't know what a. I mean, can you elaborate? I mean,
now the rumor
if I
has
knew,
it.
I mean, you elaborate what the difference was, because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't.
See, for what I did actually heard, and I do somewhat believe this to be true. The agenda was that she has a history of I ain't gonna say the word tearing down black men, but that's what she was actually doing. Let's just be honest. Let's just call it for what it is. She she already made she already has she is known for making slanderous remarks about black men in particular. Like, well, I ain't gonna say the other person's name, but she already has an agenda. She already knows. We well, I ain't gonna say we, but when I say we, I'm mainly talking about the people that already know Gil King just by watching her on television.
Mm-hmm.
She has an agenda against. She has a agenda against black men, in particular people like Chris Brown, for an example, R. Kelly, and many other black celebrities.
So,
And there was
do she not like men at all, and she's into opposite?
But when she said
or she just something like
it was more of a I think that what they was trying to say there was it was more of a race type of thing. That's what they was trying
oh
to say.
oh oh
That's basically what I got from it, of course. And it was because R. Kelly's publicist or whoever it was at that time was warning R. Kelly, do not go on that interview with Gil King because they was trying to get him not to go on that interview with Gil King because we all knew what was going to actually happen if he actually did it. And unfortunately, he went on an interview, and that did not end well, unfortunately. So the long short of it is, he went on an interview. He had a meltdown. Let's just call it for what it is. He had a meltdown,
yeah, I think that.
and he ended up doing. He's still doing time in jail right now, or is he? Yeah, he's still doing his time right now. Um, they brought us some. They brought him up on some racketeering charges or whatever, um, along with some other charges as well, too, including abduction of child abduction or something of that sort. Now, again, this is all alleged because we don't know what actually ended up happening. Because
No, we don't, because we wasn't there.
so I can only go by what I actually hear. I can only go back for what I actually heard. But the reckon, but that whole charge that they're trying to bring up against R. Kelly, some of those charges is actually bogus because we don't actually have no evidence that he even did any type of things that he was accused of. We only have videotapes. We do have that part. All the other stuff we don't actually have.
Mm.
We only know about the videotapes about him and this said underage girl, and we also know about the Aaliyah situation as well too. But the long and short of it is like all the stuff that he's been accused of in the recent early 2010s. I'm like, these accusers that just came out, they was only out coming forward because apparently R. Kelly cut them off and he did not want to have nothing to do with them. And they was up in age on top of that as well too. They was not even underage. They was fully grown adults.
Okay, now with you saying that, oh Lord, y'all, please don't get mad at me. When I say this, you hovering in my bushes and all this type of stuff. This is the time for y'all to jump y'all ass down out these bushes and say something and speak to man. Cause I like what I need to be clicking you. I appreciate all y'all being here. I appreciate all you thumbs up. But I really need your crowd participation on this. Now, you just heard this. Now, with that being said, now you know we have with that situation. How do you feel about? I don't. Oh Lord, I really don't even like saying this man. Oh Lord. Oh,
Just make reference.
I don't know what reference I can make because he look current situation. Some of everybody is talking about it. There's an alley Carter making mention about it. Jaguar writers talking about things. I don't even know if you know alley Carter, Jaguar Wright.
I know of Jaguar. I know who Jaguar Wright is.
Oh Lord, if you got that's the problem. It's not the problem. If you know who she is, that means
I don't know what she's been doing recently. That's the only part I don't know.
also you haven't been watching.
No, but I do know of her.
But she's still ruffling feathers and still saying shit as opposed to everybody else is saying shit. And then you got the alley over there in things, which is not her real damn name. I just, you know, I'm gonna say this. With all of what you just see and seeing how you just broke this down, I have to look at it like this. Nobody was there with the other said person that's in jail in New York. Nobody was there with that said person because I just don't want to call it that. I don't know what they are fighting. I call it one of these damn things, whatever it is. I don't know what they are. I'm not gonna call it that. But if you know, you know.
Okay.
Nobody was there with him either. But according to sources, they said they recovered
Well,
video footage, things of that nature. There's supposed to be some type of list.
well,
There's supposed to
yeah.
be some type of list, video footage, all type of
Well, there's even
uncurable things of that. Like
now.
it's
See the thing
you got to
about
think
that.
about it. They were saying some of the same thing about the person you just got to speaking on, and
Well,
we wasn't there.
well, see,
So
I'm gonna say the
if
same.
they said that about him, look at where this person is. And they saying the same some of the same shit about him, but they saying he's worse. And there's
Well,
other
see,
people on the list. So how do we know anything is true?
the thing. See, I
Yeah,
can't.
that's why I'm at with it.
I wanna say, and I'm not saying this because I don't rock with this particular person. I'm not saying it because of this. I want to say that I do believe this person may be 100% guilty, but at the same time, I don't actually know for sure. I can't say
And
nothing.
I don't know about the same person that's in New York that's constantly going to court and things. I don't know how much of what they say about him is true. I don't know that. Only thing I can honestly say, and this is the honest God truth, I probably, you know what, I'm not going to say, I'll say that. That is only one thing I know that is true about the person that you're speaking on. That's honest God truth versus the one that's in New York
Yeah, I
that's
can't.
locked up. There's only one thing I can say about that said person that's honest truth versus the one in New York. And I'm going to leave that there.
Yeah, because I don't know what's actually true and what's not true at this
And
point.
that's what I say. Because of depending on what you say and how you say and when you say and things and how things is going and shit be happening, I think it's safe to stop while I'm ahead. Don't say too much. Because whatever these mysterious things that's happening to people, I don't want to be the next one. I don't want to be the next statistic. Like this bitch up here, yeah, I don't want to be that one.
Now,
Okay?
now, and speaking of another artist, they have an artist and a documentary. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, I did forget to mention in the last stream. Is this on?
Mm-hmm.
One thing I did forget to mention in the last previous stream or whatever was there was a documentary on Chris Brown that came out in January of or February of this year, if I'm not mistaken. I forget what year it was. I mean, not year, month. There was a documentary called History of Violence, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it aired on Investigation Discovery. Of course, it called a lot of backlash from Chris Brown's fans, and rightfully so, because I'm going to say this, and I don't care what nobody gonna say at this point. Rightfully so, because no, I'm dead serious. I'm dead.
No, wait, you gotta let me drink my drink before you choke the shit at me and say what you say because I was trying to laugh and drink at the same time. Damn, it went down the wrong pipe.
Might want to drink some water too.
Yeah, I don't want to drink nothing. I was drinking it at the same time you say that I was trying to laugh. Go ahead. Shit,
I'm gonna wait till you finish though.
I'm done at this point.
Okay, so like I said, rightfully so. I don't care what nobody else say because I know some people gonna say you defending this person. I'm like, well, look, you don't know what it actually happened because you wasn't even actually there. So how you gonna say I'm defending a person that abused women? You don't even know that for sure. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, there was a documentary called A History of Violence, where it basically went on some alleged allegation that was already been debunked years ago. There was a lawsuit that was made against Chris Brown. Um, yeah, there was multiple lawsuits against multiple women. There was even a woman. There was a claim by a woman that she went to Chris Brown's house or whatever, allegedly, of course. We're gonna use allegedly here because we don't, because again, we don't know what actually happened. This is alleged here because we wasn't there, so that's neither here nor there. We wasn't there. So a woman claimed that Chris Brown was at his house. I mean, yeah, at his house. The woman was actually there, and he allegedly pulled a you, you know what.
Yeah, we can't say like we can't say that. We can't say just a lot of stuff we can't say.
Right, so I'm gonna have to censor everything I'm going to say. She claimed that he allegedly put out a pum pum on her
Oh,
and pointed it towards her head or whatever. Right
mm-hmm.
now, however, Chris Brown was he later debunked that, by the way, and I even got an article that more or less debunks that as well too. I would bring that up right now, but my phone is on charge. But that's neither here nor there. That later got debunked by an attorney named Mark Garagos because he even debunked that whole situation, saying, "Hey, look, this." He more or less said, "Hey, look, did none of this stuff never actually happen because I think if I'm not mistaken, there were camera footage that actually caught everything that what actually did happen versus what allegedly actually happened. Of course, there were
Okay, so, okay, wait.
so everything got debunked basically. Nothing that stuff never happened because apparently there was camera footage that shows otherwise.
Okay, wait. So, with the camera footage, did they even use any of that?
Well, it was never released to the public basically, but this is based on what I heard. That's based on what I got from it. Let's just say this much. So Chris Brown had to prove his innocence in the whole situation, and basically they're trying to vilify him for something that happened a long time ago, and try to use that to say, oh yeah, he pulled a pew pew out or whatever. I'm like, really? Out of all the things you could have accused him of, but you want to accuse him of putting a pew pew out? Like, come on, like, be for real.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh,
so I'm like, okay. So, long and short of it is, the woman got caught lying in this, and then, of course, she appeared on TMZ. She came out with her story on TMZ, saying that she said something about looking for jury or whatever, and Chris Brown allegedly told her get the f out of my house or whatever. And you know what? To be honest, I can see Chris Brown being angry, being cussing people out or whatever. I can possibly see that. But given what was being debunked or whatever, I don't think that's what actually happened. To be honest, and the reason I say that because all of that stuff has been debunked. The whole part where she said that Chris Brown told her to F, get the F out of his house, whatever, that was later debunked. They more or less said none of that stuff never actually happened, basically. So I'm like, like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me she fabricated that whole story about her going into the house, looking at some jury or whatever she said it was he was looking at, only to come to find out the police did a whole investigation and they found no jury at Chris Brown's house. I'm like, okay. See, and there was no weapons that was found in Chris Brown's house. So that whole entire thing that she came up with, that whole thing was fabricated entirely.
so now, if that was fabricated, who? Mm. Now, now we get into some nitty or some gritty or some things, cause like You still are. I'm looking at you. You still active. If you want me to test and make sure, I got you.
Okay.
Check it. Because apparently I ain't going to get crowd participation.
Can y'all hear me?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I can definitely hear you.
Okay.
And they can hear me too.
Okay, so
We good.
Continue.
Okay, check it. Now, let's look at this like this. With all the talks, with everything that's going on. Okay, we got Chris Brown, we got our R. Kelly's. Yes, I put an S on it. And we got, I'm just not gonna say that other one's name that's in controversy now. I'm just not. We got all that. Now we do have to look at the fact. Me, you, and pretty much everybody else. I'm gonna just be honest. None of us was there doing these said alleged allegations of what all of them are being accused of. Let's start with that. Let's start there, okay? With the R. Kelly's, the Chris Browns, and the one in New York. None of us was there, but at the same time, we can also, even though we wasn't there, we have to look at. I'm trying to choose my words. We have to look at, I guess you would say, circumstantial. I don't even know if that's the right word. We have to look at
circumstances, so evidence, I guess.
Yes, we have to look at that versus hearsay.
Right.
Okay, so hearsay versus actual evidence. You always gonna have a person saying shit versus what happened. Okay, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, okay?
Okay.
Now I don't know if you've been, but just like you made statements, but you do research. See, you do more research than me, so we have to go with. I just, me myself, I'm like, shit. I don't want to put that much time and effort to go research nothing. Um, I'm gonna listen. I ain't picking no side. I'm gonna listen to everybody. Versus you're gonna be like, I'm gonna go with what's logic and what makes sense and what's possible. Me, on the other hand, with you speaking on the Chris Brown and R. Kelly, and I'm like, I'm not speaking on anything. I'm listening to the other person in New York versus what they said they found, this, that, and the third. Mind you, the fact, I'm gonna keep it whole 100 and the whole thing. And this is just, I hope don't nobody get mad and don't feel no type of way. Now we know what that said person in New York was said and what they said they found and this, that, and third and what's going on at this present state and time. Let's keep the whole bit. I wasn't there. That's number one. I wasn't there. I know what's being said. I know they got posted them testified. Um, but even with them testifying, and they telling nobody was there. The only thing that you can go based on is when you can go back in how they do, as they say, forensics type situation, and who's going to do that with these type of allegations with that said person in New York. Who's going to do that? I mean, like, really make it make sense. Who's going to do that? I mean, it's a lot of stuff involved at stake, and let them tell it. It's big names involved. Like, shoot. On one hand, I feel like you may never know. And then on the other hand, you may know. Or then on, hell, we ain't got two hands. There's another hand in it.
But see,
There's one person that know everything. And it's not like that person's going to come tell y'all nothing. So if you wasn't there, you didn't witness it, you only got this person's word and that person's word, you got to go with what actually is possible and make more logical sense than making accusation and accusing. Because right now, based on this is what I have, this is me. What I have seen, what I have listened to and acknowledged, it's a whole bunch of people, not just that said person that's still locked up now that's in jail. It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers that should be locked up. One, emphatically, I don't even want to speak on him because I don't know what he capable of. But it's another one. And if I'm not mistaken, he worked for said person that's locked up now. But he out here screaming and hollering and talking his ass off. You knew all this shit, and now you want to come out and preach and sing like a damn canary bird? Motherfucker, you should be under the jail too. At the end of the day. I'm just saying. How you gonna bring your ass out here talking and telling every damn thing? You sitting up and talking about what you witnessed. Nigga, you was a goddamn accessory too. Your ass should be right in there with it. Just like with all the rest of them. Why are they not locked up? Nobody's asking those questions. And I'm trying to make this shit make sense. It's not. And this motherfucker out here sing, and it's like every time I fucking blink or look sideways or cross-eyed, this motherfucker singing and hollering and damn near about to have a heart attack, talking about what happened and who did what and when and where. But you knew all this shit. You didn't say shit then. Why are you saying something now? Nobody's asked that question. You didn't say shit then when the shit happened. Why are you talking now?
And also another thing too, something does seem a little bit sketchy about this said person that's locked up as well too, because something just don't seem or sound right or feel right at this point, because something ain't adding up here.
There's a whole bunch of shit ain't adding up if you ask me. Go ahead.
But it just kind of feels sketchy at this point, because I don't even know what to believe at this point. And I'm not.
Well, yeah, if you think about it, nobody know what the fuck to believe. This, ooh, but you got people sitting up and screaming about Usher and Justin Bieber. Well, y'all knew all this, but you didn't say shit then. But now you want to talk now. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Did Usher and Justin Bieber came out and confirmed?
Now one of them came out and confirmed shit.
So why their name isn't being brought up if that was the so if wait a minute, hold up, wait a second.
Come on.
If Usher and Justin Bieber did not confirm it, why their name is being brought up in this whole trial? If that was the case, because that's not making no sense at all either.
Come on, talk about it. Why are they being brought up?
Now I do know that this said person actually came out and admitted, because the person that I'm talking about is in jail, right? The person did actually admit that him and Usher would wake up out of the bed and argue over the fluff, like that cereal, of course.
No, not arguing over the frosted flake.
It just didn't sound right to me at this point.
Oh my God, nobody's gonna let that go.
And I mean, the video clip
Hold
was
up, bro. So you mean to tell me nobody's gonna let that go?
no, because it was the way he actually said it. It just didn't sound right to me at this
Okay,
point.
wait.
It just didn't sound right. It just kind of ruined
Hold
it for
on,
me.
hold on. We come on now.
But like, come on, frosting flakes. Like, come on, a grown man arguing with a teenager over a frosting flake. And remind you, like Usher was a teen during his time. Uh, and he was arguing.
Okay, wait. Oh God, I wish I could play this clip. Because I know what you're talking about when he said, I know what you're talking about and what he said and when he said and how he said it. Hey, please don't be mad at me. Because of the way he said it, this is just me. I think, I don't know, I wasn't there, okay? But I think because of the way he said it and how he said it, it got took and spent another way.
But
maybe when he was saying what he said, he didn't think about it. You know, people do speak before they think. That's actual factual.
but it does kind of sound sinister when he actually said it though, because who will argue with a teenage superstar over a frosting flake?
And then, well, you got that, and then you got the other situation when he was on the Howard Stern show, and Howard Stern asked him would he send his kids to the camp. The way he answered, you got that. I mean, my God, today, at the end of the day, even if it is nothing there, it's the way he said it and the way it came off. And at the end of the day, right to this day, it's what, how you say, it's what makes the difference. And that's what people interpret from it. But at the same time, when you got more of a mass that interpret the same damn thing, then everybody can't be crazy. Everybody is not Looney Tunes. Everybody didn't miss that damn message. I'm just thinking. But, you know, to each his own.
And then also the other thing I forgot to mention about when it came to the Chris Brown situation or whatever, the same woman that accused them of quote unquote, R wording her on a yacht, right? I did hear about that because it was all over everywhere back in 20. Actually, that's
now you heard about that, and I'm hearing.
Let me finish.
That's the thing. I don't follow it. I'm hearing that happened, and then I'm hearing other sources saying this shit ain't even true.
Well, that was the other part I was getting ready to get into. So this supposedly happened in 2021, right? So apparently the same person that had that allegation been debunked and everything else, she was in that History of Violence documentary that came out recently in February of this year, if I'm not mistaken, like during the beginning of this year. She was in that History of Violence documentary, and every Chris Brown fan pointed this out. Everybody pointed this out. They even pointed out the fact that they had to hit her. They had to hit her face. Her face looked like a shadow, basically. I don't know how else to say it.
They blurred her face.
No, you know how you in the dark, how it looks like in the dark, but you can only like see a shadow. or whatever, but you see a light, something like look like that or whatever, but you can only see like a shadow of her face. And then they did a side by side picture of what she actually did look like versus the shadow. And they pointed out that this was the same girl in the documentary that came out a few years prior saying that Chris Brown raped her. Why did I say that out loud?
Great.
Raped her. Saying that Chris Brown raped her on a yacht that probably didn't even exist at the time. Even if it did exist, it'd be impossible because Chris Brown wasn't even on a yacht at that said particular time during this particular time. He was at another location during that same particular time, which again that proves the inconsistencies of that whole allegations. And she was only mad because apparently Chris Brown was more or less what's the word, ghosting her basically.
Mm-hmm.
She got mad at Chris Brown because apparently Chris Brown ghosted her because she sent him a text constantly back to back over and over again. And then there was an audio playback from Chris Brown's manager at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And that video is somewhere on YouTube, by the way. I did watch it, by the way. I got to pull that video
up. That's the thing. I don't really follow Chris Brown like that.
But
I'll just say the little that I do know, I'll just say this much. The little that I do know, he still got anger problems. He got anger issues, and he needs to know how to keep his goddamn hands to himself. That's it. That's all. Well, I love him. Bless his heart. But just keep your goddamn hands to yourself. Don't put your hands on nobody. You know what they. That's it.
We already acknowledged that Chris Brown does have anger issues. But there was a video that surfaced on YouTube where Chris Brown's manager at that time, who was married to Monica at that time, the singer, by the way. Oh no, wait, he was dating Monica at the time. He later got.
I don't know the whole story, but I'm just gonna say that's all I gotta say about it. You little angry little monster. You just keep your damn hands to your goddamn self. That's all I can say. Keep your damn hands to yourself.
But the long short of it is,
you just too damn angry. That's it. Go ahead.
But the long short of it is basically he played the audio back where the woman was clearly trying to come at him first and not the other way around. So that kind of vindicates him in, well, I ain't gonna say in some way. It's in so many ways it actually did vindicate him because what actually happened was she was in the voicemail. She was trying to get at Chris Brown because she want to, you know.
Yeah, we ain't got to go into it.
She really wanted Chris Brown at that time. She really liked
him. Okay, but just because she... Okay, yeah.
So long short of it is, after that, the whole case got dismissed after the fact. I remember it was so many people that jumped on the bandwagon condemning him before even all the facts and evidence came out. Then later they came to find out, oh yeah, Chris Brown is innocent and all this. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, who is these damn people that condemn? That's
let me finish.
Not trying to be funny.
Let me finish.
But I do want to know who the hell they was.
So basically, they say, oh yeah, Chris Brown is guilty. He should have never done this. He just should have never done that. But soon as he got vindicated, I'm like, oh yeah, he's innocent. This whole entire time, I didn't know this. I'm like, really? Now, first y'all said Chris Brown is guilty for doing the thing he was accused of. But as soon as all the evidence and facts came out, now y'all ain't got nothing to say. I'm like, come on.
Now, don't this sound familiar with another artist that's no longer here that was accused of said alleged allegations, and when he was vindicated, they didn't have shit to say, but now he ain't here. But now he ain't here no more. Now they want to bring the shit back up. Doesn't this sound familiar?
Yeah. We're going to refer to him. Wait a minute. You're not talking about the person that died in 2009, right? Or is this the same person?
I'm starting with a man.
Oh, that guy. That's who we were talking about. So yeah, that does sound familiar.
He ain't here no more. 1 minute he's vindicated, and the next minute he ain't here no more. Now the shit resurfaced. Can somebody please explain that to damn me?
Okay, let's get into that topic of today.
Let's get into it. Because
So,
I'm trying to understand. Because he ain't the only, wait a minute, he ain't even the only one. You know, he ain't here no more, just like, what's my other,
don't say his name. 'Cause
I'm not going to say his name. The artist formerly known. He ain't here no more. And it's all type of stuff.
now
I'm looking like, are y'all serious right now?
now we're gonna talk about one of our other favorite artists, which is no longer, which is still the same person that we just got to talking about. That's still no longer here no more. That died in 2009. Now, when this said artist was here alive on this earth, by the way, everybody seemed like they was jumping on the bandwagon saying, "Oh yeah, he's guilty of doing this. He's guilty of doing that, such and such." The minute he died in 2009, oh yeah, we're mourning and celebration. I'm like, wait a minute, where was the same?
Exactly, man. You better tell it. You better come on.
I'm like, where was the same energy when he was alive? Because when he was alive,
what happened?
Must have been something that was going on outside, apparently.
Well, let me know so I can know what to do.
Anyway, when he seemed like after this said person, my favorite artist, by the way, died in 2009, apparently
he ain't just your favorite. He was ours too.
right.
He's probably you're a bigger fan than we are. That part, but yeah.
But long short of it is basically, when this person died in 2009, everybody was in mourning of his death. Some certain parts of the mainstream media didn't care for the allegation no more. They only want to focus on his music and everything else. While meanwhile, the other parts of the mainstream media, or should I say the lamestream media, focus on the controversies about his plastic surgery and things. And I'm like, why does that even matter at this point? We were supposed to be.
Yeah, and another thing, why does it matter at this point? And why, like right now today, why are they still even making issues today? Like, I don't know, because I've been seeing things. I don't even say nothing because I know how you get. And I ain't trying to upset you because hell, I already be upset. Why are they doing it now? That man ain't even here to defend himself. Just like the other man ain't here to defend himself. And they constantly doing stuff. Why are they doing this? And like, damn, at this point, that make it seem like everybody that leave here, you ain't even here to defend yourself no more. And people just gonna bring up and make shit up. You ain't even here to defend yourself. And it's only up to the people that's still left behind that know of you that can speak for you. But that's not even good enough. Like at this point, also that shit pisses me the fuck off. And I get the feeling some type of way. And I have to catch myself, like, because I be ready to click the fuck off, go the fuck off, go all the way in, go ham. And the next thing you know, you and your sister, mama, mama, mama.
Another thing that the part of the lame string media brought up is when they brought up his quote unquote skin color, and I'm like, again,
well,
let me finish because I got something to say on that part. Now, when it comes to that whole skin color, everybody
was it
vitiligo part?
Yeah,
the skin disorder that affects.
He did have that, and which brother? It's another brother that got it too. One of his it's another brother that got it too, and it's documented.
And it even came up in the autopsy in 2009 that he had vitiligo. As a matter of fact,
it's another brother. He's dealing with it now.
And then they brought up his children, like that has nothing to do with his legacy or music.
Well, now when they brought his children up, I was like, when that shit happened, when they started bringing his children up and talking about, that's when I was like, that's it. I can't listen to no more. I'm not listening to nothing. I just shut it down. I didn't listen. That was it. That was it for me. That was finito. That was it. I was done. I don't want to hear nothing. You're not gonna talk about the man kids. Okay, at the end of the day. We're not doing it. That's it.
And I'm
not listening to nobody say nothing about Michael Jackson kids. No.
And that's when they crossed the line there, because they should have never did that. They totally crossed the line when they brought up his kids and things of that nature, of course. They showed crossed the line when they did that. But all of that, with all of that being said, of course, the only thing we should be focusing on is what he has actually accomplished. Not all this other BS that has happened in the last, I'm trying to think of the year. Not all this other BS that's been going on over the last decade. Let's just say this much.
Yeah.
Because let's just be honest here. The man has been dead since 2009. We're in 2025 now.
Thank you.
16.
Somebody know.
16 years now.
Thank you.
So
16 damn years. Yeah. Come on.
And June 25th of next year, if I'm not mistaken, will make 17 years.
It sure will.
Which also marks the anniversary.
That part.
And if I'm not mistaken, his birthday is coming up, by the way, too. This upcoming, this upcoming Friday or next upcoming Friday?
Oh.
I think it's the upcoming Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right.
August 29th.
I can't pull it up because I'm scared to move. It might end my stream. I'm scared to move because it might end my stream. But yeah, I think you're right. Oh, I ain't got enough devices.
Now there has been some other controversies that I ain't gonna say the mainstream media talks. Actually, I said the mainstream. Lamestream media likes to talk that. Like,
man, look, we ain't playing no content.
I'm giving the nicknames for a reason. It's not because it's a copyright strike or anything. I'm giving the nicknames for a reason.
I was gonna say because I ain't doing nothing to cause nothing.
So basically, the controversy about that was I heard a lot of people in the fan community, which is the same people that call themselves fans, which is not really fans in the first place. Oh, Michael Jackson was not original. He copied off of another artist. He did this. He did that.
Who he copied? Oh, wait, who he copied off of? Please don't tell me who I think you finna say. They say he copied off of. Because if you say that, I gotta take a break.
I don't think they specified anybody. They just said
okay. I was gonna say.
But what they did actually say was he stole music.
From who? And it better not be it better not be who I think they finna say it better not be who I think they saying it is. It better not, I swear to God.
Well, when they say
I'm gonna keep this shit 100. I'm gonna keep
let me finish.
It better not be who I think they finna say.
Let me finish here. Instead of them saying he's made a sample of some music, or maybe made an interpolation did some type of interpolation with some music, instead of them saying that, these so-called Michael Jackson fans say, oh yeah, Michael Jackson was not original because he stole music, or he did this, he did that. I'm like, really? People steal music all the time.
Well, I don't want to say steal.
Yeah, because that's not the word I would even actually use.
I would say sample, but I don't really think it's sampling.
Because if you really think about it, Michael Jackson, yeah, I'm not going to say it. Artists sample music all the time. This is not nothing new at this point. Artists sample music all the time. They always give credit to the artists that they sample, of course. This is not nothing new. So the people that's in the fan community that's making a big deal about, oh yeah, Michael did this, Michael did that with music. He stole somebody's dance move. Because I'm like, what are you talking about? He learned from all these other greats that came before.
Exactly. He learned from other people.
So
why can't they just give a man this credit? He learned from people, but he did it better. Can we just Give a person a proper credit. Okay, he learned this from this person. They did it this way, but when he did it, it was better. But no, that ain't good enough. They
and
just got to come up with some bullshit, and
and
that's oh my
and yet
god,
and
that
yet
is a pet peeve for me.
and yet these are the same type of people in the Michael Jackson fan community that call themselves quote unquote fans. I had to put that in air quotes, by the way. The same
I don't
people,
know if they fans or
and they say they are Michael Jackson fans, but I sure can't tell.
they say they fans. Okay.
They call themselves fans, but yet they in the same breath they're calling him a thief,
Mm-hmm.
a thief of music, a thief of
Yeah,
dance
a
moves.
thief, a sellout. This they call him everything but a child of God. Huh. Wow.
And I had to distance myself from certain parts, from certain people that I was subscribed to. I had to distance myself from certain people in the fan community. I had to unsubscribe from certain YouTube channels because of this.
Well, don't
Much
feel
later.
bad, cause I damn sure done the same thing. I ain't gonna even lie. I done the same thing, and I ain't done yet. I ain't done yet. You talking about distancing yourself from? Yeah, I ain't done yet. I gotta take a pause for the cause. So with that being said, basically what I'm saying, y'all give me a moment. I'll be right back. If you feel like want to go ahead and talk on and hold it down so I take my brief intermission, you're more than welcome because they can hear you. Trust me, they can hear you.
So basically, um,
Give me a moment. Keep talking.
so basically, and this is not the first time this something like this has ever actually happened before, because this has happened before. This happened numerous of times. Um, I'm trying to think of what other times that these so-called Michael Jackson fans called did said something else too. They said something about the allegations part. Well, we did cover that part already. Um, I feel like we did cover that part already, but the part that I would also like to mention is that I had to unfollow another creator because apparently, like I said before, these people, the same people that call themselves Michael Jackson fans, but yet they're constantly talking about, oh yeah, Mike, there's a possibility that Michael Jackson could have did it. There's a possibility that Michael Jackson could have did that, or could have did this, or did that. I'm like, you you didn't do not one research about any of this that you even speaking of, but yet you call yourself a Michael Jackson fan. And then the other problem that I have with the Michael Jackson fan community is that they brought race into the conversation as well
Ooh,
too.
ooh, ooh. Now that let's talk about this race thing. When when it come down to it, let's talk about that. We have our artists, regardless of who they are. What that's another pet peeve of mine. That bringing the race thing into it. That burns. I don't know if it's like they know that's a pet peeve of mine and they do it just to get a reaction out of me, or it's just their ignorance.
Now, let me elaborate on what I actually mean by that. So, every artist has each and every era of what music or albums they release, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, prime example,
Smell
actually
good.
a perfect example, as a matter of fact.
That smells good.
What is that?
I don't know what scent it is.
I'm talking
Smells
about.
pretty good. It's it's like edge control.
Oh yeah, that does smell good.
It smells good. Yeah, go ahead. I ain't even distracted.
So basically, I'm gonna bring up a prime example of what era that artists normally have. We all know of the Michael Jackson Thriller era, right?
Mm-hmm.
Versus the bad era and the dangerous era.
Mm-hmm.
People was that was and this is the thing that irritates me the most. And I'm a Michael Jackson fan myself. And that was
Oh, baby, I know. So talk your shit.
the thing that irritates me the most is people saying, "Oh, you like the Michael Jackson Dangerous era because you know Michael Jackson released Dangerous back in 1991,
Mm-hmm.
right? And this is
Mm-hmm.
around the same time when Michael Jackson's skin color was getting appeared to be a little bit lighter than usual.
Mm-hmm.
Long short of it is basically this:
Mm-hmm.
the thing that irritates me the most is that oh, you like Michael Jackson during the Dangerous era because apparently his skin was light. I'm like, what does race have to do with music though?
Mm.
We know Michael Jackson's skin color was getting lighter towards getting at the end of the 80s, going into the 90s, but we know all of this because it's been proven throughout the decade that yes, Michael Jackson's skin color was lighter due to vitiligo and probably due to other things as well too, if I'm not mistaken. If I could be wrong.
You know they was slick trying to say now. They was slick trying to say the reason that he in his what is it, Vigilado? They was slick trying to say it was due to him using
This cream,
those skin creams,
yeah, the cream. Well,
the different
the cream.
different types of creams.
Well,
That's what
yeah.
they was slick,
Now let me
air quotes, slick trying to say.
now let me
I don't know how true that is.
now let me put that in,
We'll never know.
now let me put that into context here because it seems like there has been some type of misunderstanding understanding on when it comes to that as well too. The cream was only supposed to cover up some certain
The acne.
right. It was some because Michael Jackson had some lighter because if you go back and look at the pictures from the mid '80s, back in
He
1980,
just had like the typical acne. You know, like teenage stuff. You know, you was a teenager, you had acne too.
but the cream
Before you
that
start growing facial hair.
but the cream that I was talking that you may be referring to, the cream that I was thinking of, technically speaking, Michael Jackson had some white spots on his chest or whatever, somewhere on right in this
Yeah, I don't
area.
think he was using it there. I'm just
But
saying,
that's
I
what
don't think he was using it
but
on his
that's
damn
what
chest.
but that's what they was actually saying, technically speaking.
Now, come on now. Like,
Let me finish. Just let me finish because there's a little bit of context behind that.
okay.
The little bit of context behind that, Michael Jackson would start to have lighter skin, white skin parts on back in 1980 or 1981 during a concert during that time, during the Triumph tour.
Yeah, I remember that because I
This was
saw something and it was like, they was trying to say it was because he was using skin cream on his face, but that didn't have shit to do with his chest.
I did see parts of the chest where he had some
Yeah,
light
like that
spots.
didn't have shit to do with his chest and shit. So he wasn't using it on his chest and
Well,
other parts of his body. So how you
well,
gonna blame that on some shit he using on his face? That made no sense.
but
Yeah.
but that's neither here nor there. But back to my whole issue that I have with these so-called Michael Jackson fans when it comes to music and eras in particular. Michael Jackson released History in 1995. Michael Jackson released Dangerous in 91. Now, keep in mind, Michael Jackson's skin color was a little bit lighter. No, let me take that back. It was already light at this point because it was not a little bit light. It was already light. Let's just say this much. In that particular era, this is what these so-called Michael Jackson fans will say. Oh, you like the Dangerous era because he changed his skin. No, because his skin was a little bit light. I'm like, really? Why can't it just be because I like the album or like the songs in general or like the music in general?
Or because of the talent that he has that he possesses.
Right. And why does it have to be a part of race? Like that's the part that really irritates me the most. Now going back to the bad era, from 1987 when he released the Bad album, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody remembers this part. Even I remember. Well, I wasn't even born during that time, so this was kind of new to me when I years later after I was born. So the Bad album, in particular, he released Bad in 1987. Everybody remembers that.
Yeah. Don't don't mention when you was born. Just stick to the facts. He released that in '87. Okay, stick to that.
So
Nobody
in
needs to know when you were
'87,
born.
in '87 and 19 between 1987 and 1988, yes, in the Bad music video, his skin was did look like he had put some extra makeup on to make it appear. No, not to make it appear, to even out the skin parts of his skin because he had some light spots on his skin even then. So he had to use heavy foundation makeup, is what he had to use heavy foundation makeup because he had to cover up some. He had to
Is
use.
she okay? You okay? I thought you was crying. Oh, oh, okay. Carry on.
So basically, he had used makeup throughout the years, actually throughout the decade, to be honest, not years, decades,
Mm-hmm.
all the way up until he passed or whatever. So they're trying to use that as an excuse to say, oh yeah, you like this era because Michael Jackson's skin was like. I'm like, really? Why can't it just be because we like the music and not because the way he looks? What does look has anything to do with the music? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay. You said, what does looks have to do with it? Well, you also have to look at the fact, and I'm not taking a side, but you also have to look at the fact. Do you remember what Michael Jackson looked like when he was part of the Jackson 5
Yeah, I do
versus
remember
when
that
he came into,
the solo career.
yeah. So, on one hand, and I just have to put it out, on one hand, I'm not taking a side. I'm not. I just have to point it out. We know what he looked like when he was part of the Jackson 5 versus what he looked like in adulthood. Also, we're not talking about the coloration. We're not talking about that. We're just talking about basic facts. Right here. Now this is where you probably finna look. I know you finna get mad. Probably finna throw the mic across the room, everything. This is probably where you finna just blow your cool at. Look, replay people. Disclaimer. Replay people. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. I love you with all my heart. I'm not, look, I don't need nobody coming at me at this right here. But jump out to racism, before we got to the racism, we know what he looked like in Jackson 5 versus to where he got to when he left. We got the racism issue, but what he looked like before he got to that point. Are we going to sit up here and deny the fact? I'm asking a question. Please don't bite my head off.
We're not
Please,
denying. We're not
let me
denying.
finish. Let me
We're
finish.
not
Don't bite
denying.
my head off. Don't bite my head off. Don't chew me up. Are we going to deny the fact that out of all of everything, regardless of the facts that we know, are we going to deny the fact that Michael Jackson did not have plastic surgery to change his face? Are we going to deny that or are we going to keep it real?
Let me elaborate on that as
Oh
well
my
too.
God.
So as far as the plastic surgery,
Wait.
let me
Before
elaborate.
you elaborate,
Let
you
me
got to
elaborate.
remember Jackson 5, Big Nose Jackson versus Jackson that left this world. Now, we're going to keep it 100. We're going to keep it funky.
Okay, we're gonna keep it 100 then.
Okay.
So let me elaborate on that then. The reason why I believe and everybody else believed why he had those surgeries was only because he was insecure because his father at that time bullied him because his father said he had his nose was something. I forget what he said about his nose or whatever, and his father criticized his whole entire appearance because he was ashamed of his own appearance and everything else. That was that led to the what's the word?
Contribution.
Not
Contributing.
contributing factor in the reason why he changed his appearance. That's what I believe. Even though Michael Jackson has denied plastic surgery, technically speaking, but
Okay, now, why did he deny it?
because he didn't want everybody else to know, but everybody else already knew at this point. So technically, he did lie about the plastic surgery. Everybody knows that Michael Jackson went too far with the plastic surgery.
So now do you not understand why people feel like, well, hell, if you lied about that, what else would you lie about? Now do you see how that works? If you lie about one thing, it doesn't matter if you lie about anything else. If you lie about one, people feel like if you lie about one thing, you'll lie about everything else. Now do you not understand why some people feel the way they feel? Now do you not understand? Because they looking at it like, well, shit, if you lied about this, and we know you lied, if you lied about that, you'll lie about something else. Now do you not understand why a lot of people feel that way? It's not so much you fast and then you turn. It's like we pay attention to what you say. That's just like me coming on here saying, hell, I got a Lamborghini. I done took pictures in this bitch. Come on now. But then I come back, I'm in a goddamn Honda Accord. No, this is my car. What happened to the Lamborghini? I put it in the shop. And that's a whole damn lie. And looking at it like, well, shit, you lied about that. And I have to come back later. Or maybe not even come back. You have to find out some type of way. That damn Lamborghini I took, it wasn't mine.
Well, see, the thing was.
So you got to look at it. If people are looking at, if you lied about one little thing, what else will you not lie about?
Well, see, the thing about that was,
and then that's the thing. You're a celebrity, and you got this status, baby. I'm not taking no sides. I'm just pointing out factuals here.
Well, see, the thing about that is, maybe that was a angle, and I'm not saying that what he did was right or wrong. I'm not saying any of that, but the thing that I believe that the reason why he said that he didn't have plastic surgery because maybe he was ashamed that he had plastic surgery. He didn't want. Well, everybody knew at this point. What am I saying at this point? He was ashamed that he had plastic surgery. He only lied and said he only had two, when he had more than actual two.
And even when he was saying he had those two, do you know that I don't know if it was who was it that came out and told every goddamn thing? One of them damn judges, judge somebody. Judge, it don't fucking matter at this point. He came out and told everything. Like, when I said told it, he told everything. You know, yeah.
Nobody knows. But the thing,
okay, it's two, but this man that came out and told everything, because hell, he knew the damn plastic surgeon and think like. So when that shit hit the fan, that didn't help help our boy Michael. I was even looking at him like, damn, why you had to say anything? Shut the fuck up. I was looking at it like that. Because at the end of the day, I'll just be honest.
Now,
And don't
that
get me wrong.
the one thing I will
will
say,
say this. I remember Big Nose Michael. I think that's what he said. His dad used to call him Big Nose. But shit, at the end of the day, what Michael didn't realize, shit, you didn't have to change shit. They still was crazy about your ass. You ain't have to have nail surgery. They loved your big nose ass. Now the vitiligo, you couldn't help that. But that surgery on your face, yeah, you ain't have to do none of that. I get it. During that time and era and things that were going on with Joe, who left the child in the pool type shit, ass nigga. Who left child in the pool? Like, yeah, I get it. He was one of them. Yeah, I get it. Having that type of parent and then he always on your ass. I get it. But on some real shit, I wish it was somebody or something could have just said, look, don't change shit.
another thing that I
like real talk. But it is what it is. Everything happened for a reason.
Another thing that did actually happen that really did not help Michael Jackson's case at all. But and please let me finish before you say anything.
I ain't saying that. I'm letting you finish.
When Michael Jackson was acquitted and they found that he was innocent of those allegations, of course, he left the courtroom and he stood on top of the car or van or whatever. He started dancing for his fans or whatever.
He did what?
There's an actual footage of him actually doing it. I'm like, Michael, that really did not help your case out because they already think you're weird and everything else. And when you dance on top of cars,
so he did that shit. I heard about it. I never even seen it. He really did that.
He was selling. He went. I ain't gonna say he went too far. He got carried away, basically. He wasn't thinking, of course, because Michael Jackson was so naive at that time. At this point, he was not thinking.
Yeah, I mean, he really didn't have a childhood.
He was so naive. He was so childlike to the point. He was so childlike to the point to where he was.
Because he said he didn't have a childhood.
Exactly. So getting to my point, he went outside and started dancing on top of cars as if he was doing an actual concert.
Yeah.
And then
I heard about it. I didn't get to see it, but I heard about it.
I'm like, people
it was on the radio, if I'm not mistaken.
And people around Michael Jackson was saying, I'm like, people around Michael Jackson saying, like, look, you already know people, the mainstream media is going to take it and run with this. And then you going outside, jumping on top of cars, dancing and stuff.
Wait a minute. I know I didn't get to see it, but is it also true that he went to court in his damn pajamas?
Yeah, he had an injury in the shower or something of this sort. If I'm getting this correctly, he was going through a lot of health problems during this time because he was going through a lot at that time. At this point, he had health problems. He couldn't. He had failed. And he had to be rushed to the hospital. Then he had to later show up to court or whatever in his pajamas. Remind you the fact. And instead of the main.
Oh shit! So that shit true too. Oh damn.
So yeah, he had some type of injury or fell or whatever. I forgot exactly what really happened.
Shoot me.
Instead of the lamestream media having some sympathy, I'm sorry.
How many times I gotta tell you when you gonna say something funny? Let me get my shit swallowed first. It's like y'all do this shit on purpose. Be trying to kill me.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to give out nicknames for these.
Yeah, you waited till right when I got it swallowed and said the shit. I damn near choked again. Come on now. I'm an old lady.
But the lamestream media, instead of them having sympathy for Michael Jackson, they went as far to went out of their own way and started to make fun of him because he was wearing pajamas at on the way to court. I'm like, really?
And that's the other one I didn't see. I heard so much talk about it. So that's true too.
Because Court TV was the first network, television news network at that time.
I was working during that time. That's why I say so that's true too.
They were the first television news network that made headlines talking about, oh yeah, Michael Jackson showed up in the courtroom with pajamas. I'm like, why is that?
I heard the shit on the radio, so that's why I said so that's true too.
So I'm like, why is that so much of a big deal that Michael Jackson showing up in pajamas? Out of all the things you could have covered on, but you focusing on him for showing up in pajamas, like really? And you all think this is funny?
Well,
I mean,
I guess it makes sense now. That's why more and more people just say, fuck it, I'm going in and wherever I go in my pajamas because hell, Michael Jackson did it. And people just started doing it. So I guess it makes sense now.
but you also got to realize Michael Jackson did not have enough time to get dressed or anything.
I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is I never got to see the footage. So
I saw the footage.
when I be making reference or I'll say making fun of other folks about going out in pajamas, that's the reason they do it now. Because hell, they feel like, well shit, Michael Jackson did it. It shouldn't be no problem with me doing it. He went to the damn courtroom in pajamas. I can go anywhere in the world with my damn pajamas on. Hell, basically, I got clothes on. So, okay, I get it. Monique, this, I gotta do this. I gotta plug Monique in this. Monique, I gotta say this. You came out here and did this whole rant about motherfuckers being at the airport in bunnies and shit. And Michael Jackson went to court in pajamas because of procedure and everything. And then after Michael Jackson did it, supposed to start coming out in pajamas. And you came out here and just went on this whole tangent about motherfuckers being in bonnets at the airport. If you don't sit your regular ass down some goddamn well.
But the line,
Ain't you still out here hollering about you being blackballed and shit? Go ahead. Continue on with the Michael Jackson. Because we ain't going to even talk about Monique.
but the
she
ironic,
on some other shit talking about Tyler Perry's and things.
but the ironic part about that is that in the midst of that 2003 between 2003 and 2004 trial, the certain radio stations outside of certain radio stations all across the United States,
Mm-hmm.
they was blackballing every Jackson related radio music that was going to be played on the station at that time.
What?
No, I'm not even making this up. They blackballed the whole entire Jackson family because of this. I did hear about this back in 2019 when that whole documentary came out about him. I ain't gonna, you know what? I ain't gotta explain that, but you get where I was going with that, of course. But one of the Jackson family,
Yo.
somebody did an interview talking about that as well too, because they blacklisted the whole entire Jackson family's music from airplay due to the whole fact that Michael Jackson was going through the allegations that he was going through at that time. So the Jackson family had to suffer consequences all because of what Michael Jackson was being accused of, even though we know that's not true,
Right.
based on some allegation that had no truth to it. So I'm pretty sure the Jackson family probably lost millions of dollars because of that.
And they gained it right back. I bet you they did.
Because because every time an artist's music songs get played on the radio, that particular artist will get paid or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Long short of it, radio stations blacklisted every Jackson family music, including the Jackson Five, the Jacksons, every every Jackson family music from the radio station at that time, including Michael's as well too. So in other words, they pulled every song that ever existed from the Jackson. They pulled that off the radio station, basically.
Damn.
They only played it sometime after Michael Jackson died in 2009.
Yeah, I don't want to relive that moment because that was crazy as hell. It was like, and the reason I said that was crazy as hell because it's like it. Oh man, like the shit is crazy. When I say it seemed like it was yesterday, it do seem like it was yesterday because it was me, you, the sister, one who shall not be named.
Right.
We was in the Walmart. We went into Walmart. It was blasting all through the Walmart. We go back to the electronics section, and that's when they was stream. That's when I learned the real meaning of streaming live. They were streaming one of his very last concerts. We went in. We went in there for something. I don't even know what it was because my daddy was living during that time. We went in there for something, and we went back to the electronic and all the TVs, every damn TV they had. They made a dude. When I say they made a point, I don't give a fuck if every fucking TV, even the biggest one they had, all of them was streaming it. The monitors, the
I
ones
got,
that
as a
they
matter of
was
fact,
streaming it. We was just in there like,
as a matter of fact,
and
speaking
they
of,
was playing the Dirty Diana. By the time we made it back, they was on the Dirty Diana song. The woman with the guitar, with the
now,
this
as a
is
matter of
after
fact,
we
as a
found
matter of
out what
fact,
had happened. I was like, are you
as
serious right now? This is really real. It really did. I was like, oh my God.
as a matter of fact, I got one of those concerts that I got on my hard drive, whatever. I ain't gonna play it while you live, of course.
No, we can't. They will block this whole look, they'll block this whole line. They were like, fuck what you said in the beginning. We blocking the whole line.
But when we get off live, of course, when
Yeah.
I want to,
Oh yeah. When we get off live, we're gonna watch it on our devices because we still ain't got no TV, by the way. Anyway, go ahead.
I was thinking about using an HDMI cord to connect to that laptop, but
You got
okay,
an HDMI cord?
yeah, Hannah gave me one, remember?
Yeah, but we can use. You know this damn TV, it do that weird shit.
We
You
can
gonna see it for about 5-10 minutes, and then it's gonna do weird shit. Gonna blink in and out, and the color gonna be doing shit. You're like, what the fuck am I looking at?
we can still see it regardless.
No, you mean we can hear it. That's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be listening.
Well, we got double screen, so we can watch it through. We got a double screen, so we can watch it through what you call the laptop screen and that screen right there. So we got double
Oh
screen.
well, that's about the only way.
The long and short of it is, I watch more. Actually, what am I trying to say here? I have
That
seen
damn
about,
TV gonna piss you off. It pisses me off. That's why that shit up y'all.
but remember when we went to see that This Is It documentary that came out in
Yes,
2009?
I remember when we went to see cause remember when we went to see the yeah, him who shall not be mentioned. I remember.
Long short of it
I don't
is,
want to talk about that too much because I don't like thinking about his ass, and I kind of feel like this motherfucker is watching me.
but the long short of it is that documentary. I recently watched it or what I only like watch snippets of it, of course. Long short of, I just couldn't watch no more than was it the documentary or was that the no? It was a documentary. Long short of it is, I was watching a snippet of Human Nature, basically, where he was performing Human Nature and the way he made me feel in all those other songs, right? I was recently watching like a snippet of some of those songs. I didn't watch the full entire thing. So it was only like a snippet of it. But the long and short of it is, I've been hearing a lot of talk about the whole thing, about the whole documentary was being edited or whatever. And I've been reading a lot of things that's been posted on. I ain't gonna say I ain't even gonna say on the blog. It's been posted all over the internet, basically. Now, a lot of Michael Jackson fans has pointed out that those vocals that you hear on the way you can make me feel performance, or whatever, that was added from the 2001 performance from the 30th anniversary celebration concert. And I went back and listened to it from the 2001 performance, and I went back and watched it. I'm like, wait a minute, this sounds as almost the same. They
Hmm.
just did some overdub vocals from that live performance and
You know
edited.
what you doing too goddamn much. You if you consider it point that shit out, you doing too much. You is yeah. But you know what the other crazy part about it is
What?
when we went to watch the This Is It, I can't even watch that because I get too emotional because it was me, you, and your sister and him who shall not be named. I can't even watch it because it breaks me down that much.
And also another thing that I would also like to point out is that now what was the thing that I was? Oh yeah. So in case you don't know, the Victory Tour concert from 1984, right?
Mm-hmm.
He performed "Beat It" live on the Victory Tour, and he sung it live, of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing I also would like to point out. In that This Is It documentary live performance in a rehearsal, right? He performs it live, but the vocal sounds the same as the one he performed back in 1984. And they edit that part, certain parts of those live vocals into the This Is It documentary. I'm like, they really scammed us this whole entire time.
Mm.
But then I only come to find out later, the only reason why they did that because he only sung parts of it live because due to him being in poor health at that time, he only sung parts of it live. The rest of it didn't sound. His vocal was actually wasn't all that great, so they only had to edit parts of the Victory Tour concert from 1984 because all of them sounded basically the same at this point because
Right,
he sung
right,
it live.
right.
So what happened was because Michael Jackson was straining at the time back in 2009, they edited the live performance into the This Is It rehearsal documentary.
Right.
Another thing that I would also like to point out was the black or white performance.
Mm.
That was a mix between now the live vocal part, the quote unquote live vocals, if I put in air quotes. The live vocal part that was edited. That was a mix between the acapella, I think the multi-track version of which is the demo version of the black or white. It was a mix between the demo version of it.
Yeah, you good.
It was a mix between the demo version and the live vocal part. So you're basically hearing a mix between the live vocals and a mix between live vocals and the demo,
Mm.
basically. Not
Right.
the one that you hear on the album version, of course, but the demo of Black or White. So it was a mix between that. They added that part in there for some reason. I guess it's because Michael Jackson's voice was in the decline at this point, at this particular time, or whatever. He was in he was deteriorating. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he did Human Nature perfectly fine. Human Nature was perfectly fine. They Don't Care About Us was perfectly fine. Well, even though they did the vocal playback for the They Don't Care About Us, because they overdubbed the vocal playback to make it appear that he sung live, but in reality, they did some overdubs, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So they used the playback vocals from the album version and used it on the This Is It,
Right.
and they did some overdubs, basically.
Right.
That's the part I remember. Then Jam was also used for playback as well too, because
Yeah.
he didn't. I don't think he sung live in the This Is It rehearsal. He lip synced basically,
Right.
and they only used playback for that particular song.
Right.
Overall, I did enjoy the performance overall.
Right.
Herb's song, on the other hand, the,
Yeah, I can't do the herb song. That Earth song, I cry every damn time. I don't be knowing why I be crying. I just
Speaking
be
of
crying.
that, I was watching.
And y'all done came up here and caught me crying. Like, what the fuck you crying about? What you
No,
crying
no,
for?
no, no. This is no,
What
no,
are you? Why you crying? I'm like,
no.
I don't know.
Now I would like to share another
And
story.
that's why I don't listen. Like, I love Michael, but that Earth song get me every time.
Now I would like to share another story too because I was at the
I'm
low.
not gonna do Earth song. I do Earth song, I'm be in that car. Y'all ain't gonna see that shit.
Now I would like to share another story because I was watching an actual concert from 1997. Right, this was early during the day, so this was yeah. I was watching a concert from 1997 during the History World Tour. He was performing Earth Song, and as the performance was exactly going, I didn't watch the thing entirely, the whole entire thing through. By the way, because I just couldn't do it no more. I was, I'm like, I'm done.
Don't tell too much. Don't tell too much, cause you know I done caught you crying watching some of Michael Jackson's uh performances, and because you know after he left, I done caught you crying. Don't tell too much.
No,
Cause
I ain't gonna tell too
you gonna
much.
tell on yourself. It ain't me talking. You tell it. Don't
Right.
tell
So
too much.
right. So as I'm watching Earth Song or whatever, before as it gets towards the end or whatever, as he does his calls and response type of ad lib, of course, and then and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm not. I ain't gonna mode. And I had to go back to the and I had to go watch other snippets of other songs during the history tour as well too.
Mm-hmm.
Long short of it is basically, yeah, Earth Song. I mean, I like Earth Song, but at the same time, that song is just a song that I just don't go to often. As well, I do go to the song often. I just it's not a song that I would just go to just like that, just because I want to listen to it. Unless I'm in the mood to actually listen to it, and I can actually handle the song.
Do you know? Do you know that I actually, and I'm gonna be honest, I actually tried it. Certain Michael Jackson songs, I got my whole damn live stream. The whole fucking live stream is blocked everywhere. I got it, but nobody else can see it. So it's like if your ass wasn't in the live when it happened, you'll never see it again. But YouTube said, nope. Bitch, you tried this shit.
And then another thing that also made me emotional as well too is "Man in the Mirror." That was one of the saddest
Oh, wow.
because I almost cried listening to that song. Technically
Man, I ain't
speaking,
gonna lie. I could be out and about, and there could be somebody in their car, and they could be listening to Michael Jackson. They could be in their car. If Earth song is on, it be hot as hell outside. Let me roll the windows. I can't listen to this. I'm roll the windows up. I'm hot the motherfucker. I'm not listening to that. I cannot do Earth song. So man, look. If you already know, we went to see the This Is It movie, documentary, documentary, movie, whatever you want to call it. We all went. We actually watched it twice. When the Earth song came on, I dismissed myself and left y'all in there. I couldn't take it. I didn't want y'all to see me cry. And then as time went on, I caught you. Not just that documentary, but other stuff. I was like, oh my God, he back there. And Michael Jackson just tearing him up. Why is he watching this? He know he can't handle it. Why is he watching this? And we couldn't do me and your sister. Your sister, we was like, we can't do nothing. We just gotta let them do what we gotta do. We didn't know what to say. We ain't had no words. And I was like, damn, I can't even go back there and say nothing because hell, I might end up crying. So we just end up going outside.
So now, however, there's two other songs I would like to mention that I like the song, but then there's another time that well, I just can't handle it at this point because I decided to move forward. Two songs that I would like to mention: "Man in the Mirror" and "Childhood." Now, "Childhood" is the most depressing song that you can actually ever hear because that was on the history album, by the way, too. Long story of it. Basically, in the song called "Childhood," he talks about his childhood, basically, and how he lost his childhood, basically, in that song. It was so depressing. I almost cried just even listening to it.
That better not be about that damn rat.
No, it ain't nothing to do with that rat. No, I'm serious. It has nothing to do with that rat.
No, I'm dead ass. It better not be about that bend. It better not be. Okay.
This came out in 1995.
Okay.
It was a song about his whole entire childhood. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm not going to be crying at this point.
Well, at least one thing I can say about you. You go hide when you go cry. When you cry, you go hide. We had to catch you crying.
Now, however, I will say this much.
We damn sure, like, on some real, let's keep it 100. We have to literally, like, sneak up on your ass to get you crying. Because you ain't going to let us see you cry. Shout out to you for that. Because I don't know, me and you the same. I run away too. That's fucked up. Like we talking about Michael, but shit, the artist formerly known as Prince, I ran away too. Oh my God. I hear from y'all there for a minute.
Now, however, I will say this much, of course. Now, on the days that I know I'm not going to actually tear up or cry or whatever, I would listen to those same songs that make me cry. On the days I can actually handle it, I would listen to it. On the days I can't handle it, I'm like, no, we're not doing this today.
I know you sure know what to say. And that's the way I am. Man, come on, bro. That's the way I am. I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this today. And I'll be in here by myself. I'm like, I ain't doing this today. But when I know I can handle it, I'm like, okay, I got it. I got this. But on days I know I can't handle it, or just say if it come on, and I'm like, and I'm like, you know what? I can't do this. This should be playing, and I'll just leave out, and y'all will just come up here and like, what mama at? I'll be down at the laundry room.
Now, the reason I emotional when I get mad at mirror is only because I seen that This Is It documentary or movie or whatever you want to call it. Because they
It's certain songs of Michael's that I ain't gonna even lie. It's certain songs I can't do it. Even on I was like, cut it off. Cut the shit off. Mama would be like, why you cut the right off? Because I don't want to hear that right now. I'm going to wait till this song pass. I'll cut it back on. Like, real talk. Son, you know I do it. Hell, I got, come on, bro. I got YouTube music. I can pull it up now. On the YouTube radio thing, whatever. They better not don't put no song on that's, you know what? Clip.
Now, one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs is Dirty Diana.
I like that one.
That's one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs.
I like that one. Oh, no. Smooth Criminal. Smooth Criminal.
Smooth Criminal is a okay song.
I like that one.
I mean, it's not.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, don't get me wrong. Smooth Criminal is not a bad song. I like the song, but that's not a song I would really just like go to every time I want to actually hear it, of course. Smooth Criminal is an in-between type of song.
In between.
Yeah, it would be a song that would play in between other songs that we speak. Like
Dirty Diana is one of them. Like I don't know. It's I don't know. It's like Dirty Diana is like one of them. Even though Michael Jackson is singing, it's also the instrumental of it, the band. Oh shit!
I hope they can still hear me though, because yours is still on.
You off?
Yes.
Okay.
I hope they heard it because if not, they're gonna have to put some headphones on. I'm serious.
Yeah, they're gonna have to put some headphones on, but if you're walking around and walking away, it's kind of hard.
I'm talking about like as I can right now.
Okay. Let me cut that off. Let me try to get a charge to this one. Hopefully they can hear you. I'm gonna get a charge to this one. But the Dirty Diana, I like it too, but this is the thing about Dirty Diana. It's not so. It's the Dirty Diana. Let me explain this. It's the lyrics, and it's also the music. It's the lyrics and the instrumentals. The way Dirty Diana comes on, and the lyrics. His I told you already heard the story about how I used to hate when the band teacher said, "We're doing Dirty Diana." I'm like, really? I play alto sax. Our part on that part of that song. There is that one part because never, I'm going to be honest, I never liked to read music. So there's a part of the song I had to learn by watching because some of them notes and shit got confused. I'm like, no, just play it. I'm gonna do it with you. That's how I played it in whatever programs we had. We had to do dirty. That's how I got through that. But when my band teacher said we doing dirty Diana, I was mad and a motherfucker. Why the hell you can't pick no other damn song? Why we gotta do this damn song? He went from alto and switched me over to tenor. Nigga.
And don't get me started with the way you make me feel so.
I'm looking like it's the same fingering. You just got to do. I ain't learned how to read this shit yet. You want to switch me to the damn next saxophone. I ain't learned this shit yet. But I had to get it together. I was so glad when I got to 9th and 10th grade. Whew.
And don't get me started with the way you make me feel
I like that one.
I love that song.
I like the way you make me. I can't sing now. Y'all forgive me. You really turn me on.
Now the story behind the way you make me feel, I heard this backstory before.
You knock me off of my feet now, baby. Oh.
So the backstory that I did hear about the way you make me feel, Michael Jackson was on the back tour concert, right?
Mm-hmm.
During this specific time. During the 1988
Child, you walking around. Stay in here. Okay.
During the New York leg, I ain't gonna say New York leg, but during the US leg of the bad tour or whatever, Michael Jackson was in Madison Square Garden at that time in 1988.
Madison Square.
Yeah, Madison Square Garden. That's New York.
I know where it's. I know where it's at. I was.
Long short of it is that Michael Jackson was performing that same particular song. And of course he did do a rehearsal of that song as well too, because as I remember the backstory was, you know that girl that was in that music video, Tatiana Thompson or whatever the name was, that model that Michael Jackson was chasing around in that music video or whatever. But we watched that same music video by the way too. Because Michael Jackson throughout the whole entire video, he was chasing that girl the whole entire time. You
I
know,
can't share the video, and now
she had this long curly hair, or whatever, this long black curly hair. You probably don't remember her, but her name was Tatiana Thompson, if I'm saying it correctly.
yeah,
However, long short of it, we'll get to that at another particular day, of course. The long short of it is that in the music video, Michael Jackson was chasing her all throughout the video with her. And apparently, Michael Jackson liked it so much that he decided that he was going to take her on tour and perform the same actual song, but on the stage, of course, the, the way it was originally supposed to be planned, based on what I got from it, the way it was supposed to be played, it was supposed to be him chasing her on stage, and he was supposed to hug her on stage or whatever, right? But instead, what actually happened was, while Michael Jackson was on stage during this time, during that tour in New York, Madison Square Garden, and Kansas City, by the way, too, but he did both 2 nights in both cities. One of the shows where he actually did, he hugged Tatiana Thompson at that time, and when he hugged her, he kissed her on the in the mouth or whatever it was at the time, and the audience went wild, basically.
oh, I think I do remember that.
The audience went crazy.
Yeah, I think I do remember that. I think I do.
And I even seen part snippets of the footage that was snippets on YouTube that was in the Bad 25 documentary, of course. The audience went wild because they didn't know what was going on because they was excited that Michael Jackson kissed Tatiana Thompson at that time.
That was
And that's
yeah,
what,
yeah,
is your microphone on?
yeah. That I think I do remember that, and that was
But,
during the time of a lot of other accusations that was going around too.
but then Tatiana called backlash because apparently she kissed Michael Jackson on stage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She eventually got kicked off of that, so she was later replaced with Cheryl Crow at that time. The singer that worked with Michael Jackson on the tour a year prior.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because the band tour started from 1987 to 1989.
Mm-hmm.
So long story of it, basically, Tatiana Thompson was very upset that she didn't even get a chance to be on tour with Michael Jackson throughout the whole entire time, and her career did not take off that she thought it would, apparently. That's what actually ended up happening.
Cause I want to make sure they hear you. Turn around. Turn this way. There you go. Talk.
Alright, so basically, Tatiana Thompson was very upset that her career did not take off. It did not go the way that she wanted to go because she worked with Michael Jackson at that time. Because if anybody works with Michael Jackson, their career is gonna blow up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tatiana Thompson was upset and she was going through some type of depression or whatever. Basically, um, as I remember that, as I do recall, basically she admitted that she went through a whole depression behind that, that's another story for another particular day. I'm not going to go into that whole long story, basically.
It really ain't a long story. I mean, you do have the floor.
I mean, it is a long story when you go down the whole history of what she actually did say or whatever. It kind of is a long story, and I just can't go through that whole entire story in this way. But other than that, the only reason why I brought that up because this been numerous times. Michael Jackson performed "The Way You Make Me Feel" numerous times when he was on tour during this time. He performed, and as a matter of fact, he performed that on the Dangerous tour in Munich, Germany, if I'm not mistaken. He performed it in Tokyo, Japan.
Well, now he done performed in a lot of places.
Yeah, that was the whole point I was trying to make. He performed it in Oslo, Norway, and then runs in Italy, if I'm pronouncing it right.
Mm-hmm.
But with the performance that I enjoyed the most was Oslo, Norway, because what happened was when Michael Jackson performed, he starts out by singing the part where he says, "You knock me off my feet" or something like that at the beginning of the song, the same way he did in the video, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes from there
Mm-hmm.
to the music eventually starting.
Mm-hmm.
And then he does his number where he comes out in
Mm-hmm.
his blue jacket. Oh, not blue jacket. What's it called? The blue sweater, or what you want to call it?
Mm-hmm.
With a white t-shirt with some high water pants or whatever. So, you know,
Why y'all be calling them high water pants?
because
Like, is we waiting on high, like that's the that hot water. Like I've heard, man. Look,
that's basically what it's actually called. That's technically what
I
it's
know
called.
what it. That's what I'm saying. When I hear that saying hot water pants, like why do they call them hot water pants? Are we waiting on the flood and the pants are supposed to be high like this because the flood was? No, no, don't laugh. Please don't laugh. Please don't laugh.
But no,
Please, no, please don't laugh. I'm being dead ass serious. We call them hot water pants because they high like that because it's gonna flood and your pants gotta be that high and your feet and shit gonna be in the water, but you don't want your pants to get wet. That don't make no damn sense. Hell, if your feet gonna be wet, you might well be wet all over. I mean, shit.
I don't know why they was calling it. I just know they was calling it a hot water back in the day. That's what I know for sure. But that's not really not what I was really was trying to make at this point.
I just find that awfully funny because even when I was younger, we had folks calling pants hot water pants, but in some derogatory ways.
But in the performance that I remember seeing, he comes out, he does his dance number, he does his number where he do his dance before the song actually begins. Well, actually, the song already began, technically speaking. But before he goes into his verse of the song, he does his routine.
Mm-hmm.
Long short of it is, I enjoyed the whole entire performance when he performed the way he made me feel throughout that whole entire performance, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a segment of the song where this dark skinned girl, I think her name is, well, I ain't gonna say her name is, but that's not gonna be important anyway. The girl with the long hair, she comes out. Michael starts to chase her. And I ain't gonna say chase her, but I'm gonna say chase her because that's what he was actually doing.
I was just gonna say, it kind of sound like what he was.
So he chases her all throughout the stage, and his backup dancers were watching the whole entire time. The long story short of it, Maddie, is at the end of the song, this is one of my favorite parts of the performance because he did this in the music video as well too.
Mm-hmm.
He does a certain particular dance, and then he goes to the floor. He starts, as they call it, the humping the floor part of the dance, of course.
He was hunching on the floor.
Or humping the floor.
Hunching. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
But no, seriously, he was doing the humping the floor dance, is how I like to call it. And then he gets up and then he do his other number. He basically almost did the same thing he did in the music video, basically.
Mm-hmm.
long short of it is, the song ends, and that was the end of the. I know I skipped over some parts, and now no, that's okay because I can always go back and watch it, of course.
Yeah.
I know I might have skipped over some parts, but I really don't even care at this point. But the point at this,
Mm.
the point I was trying to make here is that I enjoyed the performance overall.
I think at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be honest. I think at the end of the day, um, truth be told, we all enjoyed the performance. Even though you skipped over parts, we all enjoyed the performance. You didn't have to skip over parts, you just chose to. But let's keep it 100. We all enjoyed the performance. Replay people that's gonna, ooh, Lord, I didn't know we've been on here this long. Replay people, child, we done swapped that microphone. We done swapped that microphone. Hell, I don't even know if you're hearing me now, but I hope he is. I don't give a shit if he is or not. It is what it is.
So yeah,
Shout out to them thumbs up that came through. Shout out to the people that came through. Shout out to all y'all ass that came through. I don't know what happened to the first live. Still don't know. I guess YouTube took it away. They said, no, you can't have it. All because somebody came through talking about Putin and fart and eating wings and drinking beer and Putin and fart. They took that damn live away. Cause I don't know what happened to it. But yeah.
so
That thing probably still over there. That thing probably still over there buffering.
so
I hope they ass ain't still on that waiting on that damn thing.
so basically,
I'm so done.
is there anything you like to add or whatever at this point? I think I covered everything for the most part.
I think we all covered everything at this point. Like at the end of the day, give us a shout out for like replay people on some real shit. Give us a shout out for even coming back, continuing after we don't know what the hell happened to the first live that had a damn name. We don't know what happened to it. I ain't found it yet. I don't know where it's at. YouTube got it. Hell, I don't know. And then Nick came in there talking about Putin and fuck.
I just know this.
At the end of the day, give us a little credit for that. I continued this thing going. We talked about some real shit. I don't know none of these. Well, I do know. I wasn't there, okay, but I can only speak on what I alleged, what not alleged, what I heard. So everything at this point is alleged. Can I get a little bit of credit? At the end of the day, this is some work. Uh, Even though it is my off day, this is some work. I took time, I took effort, lost the whole damn life, don't know what the hell it's at. Can I get see, this is what I'm talking about. The damn co-host laughing at me, been laughing at me since the start of the live and shit. I'm trying to be serious. And and everything I'm saying is a damn joke. Can I get a little credit? Can I get a little tip here and there? I'm just gonna go and plug my shit in. Like,
If you want a tip, that's up to you.
right. But I mean, shit, since we making this shit legalized and we coming on here panhandling and begging, I am doing it the honest way. I didn't work Monday through Friday. I mean, let's keep it a bean. I done went to work Monday through Friday. I ain't really got no extra money. My son would like to, cause he was the co-host. You ain't got to give it to me. You can. I mean, if you just want to be serious about it, can you donate a tip and I can give it to him? Cause on some real shit, he ain't have to be in here with the microphone. I done plugged up mics. Mics done died while we was on the line. I'm on a mic, he on another mic. So like this is work. Like I could have went StreamYard, but I didn't do that because it wasn't no drop the link type moment. And then I had to look. I ain't got no moderators. This was supposed to be the whole damn tutorial live. I don't even know what happened to the damn tutorial. We got to talk about Michael Jackson and the hood, and then I just refused the name because I don't look. I call me scary. I like to live. I like to live to tell the story the next day. I don't want to be dead and wake up dead.
You can do a pre-recorded version of the tutorial video after you fly in, right?
That's if I can find it. I can't find the damn thing. Remember, I tried to find it before we started this live.
No, I'm saying you can do a pre-recorded version. You can do a pre-recorded of a tutorial video.
Oh, yeah.
And after this live ends, of course.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
So that way you ain't gotta do a double live.
Right. I thought you were talking about finding damn live that we don't know what the hell happened. I'm like, I don't know what the damn live is. YouTube took it. But no, yeah, I could do that. But like on some real, this is some actual work, y'all. I'm not really like sitting up here telling you gotta feed me. I'm not telling you gotta feed me. I'm not telling you I don't get no food stamps or my food stamps in it. I'm not doing that. Ain't no fumes coming through my vent. I'm not finna cuss you. Stop. See, my co-host ain't shit. I'm trying to sit up here and be serious, and they just laughing and shit. I'm trying to sit. Hear my shit. Okay, I'm trying to be. I can't. I'm trying to be serious, and they laughing at me. I'm trying to tell some real honest God truth. I'm not cussing you out. Don't do that. If you feel it in your heart and need replay people that's here, you feel it in your heart, feel like this is entertaining. This was work. Um, real talk. At the end of the day, only if it's in your heart, you give. Other than that, it is what it is. That's that's all I got. And that's it. Nothing else needs to be said. Everything you need to know as far as how to give is in my channel's description. That's it. That's all. That's it. I think at this point we have gave you, I would say, some good content. I'm kind of skeptical and scared to speak on certain said someone's. That's just me. Shout out to the ones that ain't scared. But hell, I'm a scary motherfucker, so it is what it is. Okay? Um, with that being said, I think we did a fairly decent job. What do you think, co-host?
I think so too.
Okay. With that being said, if you feel in your heart, you feel the need, and you feel like we did a good job, you're more than welcome to tip. If not, it's okay. I ain't finna cuss you out and come back with no another lie. Well, you did that. I ain't finna do it. see, I'm trying to be serious. My co-host will not let me do it.
No, because you throwing shade right now.
Did you say earlier I could throw the whole damn shade tree?
Yeah, I did say that part, but I'm laughing because you actually throwing shade.
You said I could throw the tree. I asked you earlier because I throw the damn tree. You said yeah. So now I done drug it up out the root and I'm throwing it.
Yeah, because it's funny.
Okay, so.
It's funny because you are throwing shade.
No, I threw the whole damn tree. Shit. We didn't even go down there and record down there at the pool. I wanted to see if the damn pool water was nasty. I wanted to see if it was a breezeway Charlie down there.
See there, throwing shade.
Yep. I wanted to see if breezeway Charlie was at the pool. If the pool was dirty, Was it some broke down barbecue grills down there? Hell, I want to see everything. My lazy ass didn't go down there, so I don't know. I'm not going down there now. It's after hours. Okay, so whatever's down there, it's gonna be. I'll go tomorrow.
And I gotta take this next painkiller the next hour as well too. At 157.
So yeah, with that being said, it is what it is, y'all. Shit. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Like on some real shit. You about ready to cut them loose?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, y'all. It's been real. We done had some fun with y'all ass tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And then, like I said, you feel in your heart. Everything is in the description. With that being said, I don't need to say no more. I'm not like your typical. I'm not gonna sit up and constantly put shit in the chat and talk to my goddamn self like like that. I seen some people came in, they said, hey, well, hello to y'all, and now I gotta say goodbye. Good night. Y'all probably left anyway. But hello and goodbye. I gotta say good night, and I appreciate y'all for coming back. It probably was y'all that gave the thumbs up, but I appreciate it for each and one of y'all. Okay, gotta put that out there. And before I leave, I gotta say this. I gotta say this. I gotta say this. At the end of the day, I appreciate each and every one of who you are, and you know who you are. I'm not gonna shout you out until you give me the okay. I appreciate each and every one of you that have donated and sent the cash out. That's it. That's all. Okay. Appreciate each and every one of y'all that have done that. With that being said, the only way at this point, if you want to be shout out, you have to let me know. But I want to say this. You know who you are. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that has did that as far as me being where I'm at now. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Me and my family, thank you. And with that being said, I told you I wanted to see y'all this weekend, but I didn't get that much of a turnout. So I'm pretty sure I'll see my replay people leave comments and things of that nature. But I just want to say thank you for that. Okay? You don't have to worry about me cussing you out, calling you everything but the child of God, wishing you pissed and peg, uh, wishing damnation and condemning you to hell and all that, this, that. You ain't got to worry about none of that. I want to say thank you for the ones that showed up. Thank you for the ones that catch the replay. Thank you for anybody that decide out of the goodness of their heart they want to give a tip. Thank you. That's what I want to say. And thank you for the ones that already have done. Thank you. That's what I want to say. Now, with that being said, we are going to bid you fair adieu. I ain't got no damn music to play because I ain't on that. I'm not on StreamYard. I ain't got my other stuff set up. So I would sing to you, but I ain't got no voice. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Well, ain't no man in the mirror. So I guess we starting with the woman in the mirror. Yeah, that's I got that. What we gonna hit them with? I I don't even damn know at this point. Um, let's the. I mean, I'm lost for words. Um, till the end of time. I'll be there for you. You, yeah, all that. I truly, yeah, I ain't got the voice. I gotta go. With that being said, love each and every one of y'all. One love, y'all. I gotta go. I ain't got no voice. Can't say no I can't say no Prince. Can't say no Michael Jackson. I ain't got no voice. And when I can, I give it to you. But right now, I ain't got it. See you on the next go round. One love, y'all. I'm out.